Hotel Galactic is a wholesome management game inspired by Studio Ghibli's classic pictures, giving us the cozy, spirited away game we've all been wishing for. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Sunstone, and today we have a brand new episode of Thinking Out Loud, the show where I explore a variety of interesting and exciting gaming topics and share my honest thoughts with you all. Today's episode is very kindly sponsored by Ancient Forge with their upcoming whimsical title, Hotel Galactic, which I was able to experience in an exclusive hands-on preview. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So first and foremost, let me tell you all about what this title has to offer players before I share my own preview impressions. At its core, Hotel Galactic is a cozy management game in which you're tasked with transforming a rundown intergalactic hotel into a thriving tourist destination. You will be able to design and customize every aspect of your hotel, even down to the detail of matching furniture with your guests' tastes to make their stay just that much better. To do so, you will unlock a variety of blueprints which can be crafted with resources gathered from the island's vibrant ecosystem. And beyond just furniture, you can craft and research new tools, equipment, and technologies for the hotel's development. You can also ultimately restore a pathway behind your hotel, which will lead to a pasture where you can plant new alien flora and care for cute animals. Harvested ingredients and produce can then be used in the game's unique cooking system, which is really neat, so I'll definitely share more on this shortly. The management aspects really come into play as you optimize your layout for the best flow, ensuring that guests and staff will reach their destinations and complete their tasks efficiently. As you run your dream hotel, you will meet a cast of quirky and lovable characters who you can forge friendships with or even hire based on their special abilities and traits. Overall, Hotel Galactic will encourage you to embrace the creative process, experiment with new ideas, and watch as your hotel thrives under your care. So now that you have an idea of the game's main features and premise, let me tell you all about my exclusive preview impressions. First of all, I'd like to sincerely thank the team at Ancient Forge so much for the opportunity to be the first player to go hands-on with Hotel Galactic. I was so delighted to get to experience the gameplay and see firsthand just how promising I believe this title appears to be. Now, to start off, of course, the animated cutscenes that introduce you to the game are just out of this world, and truly made me feel like I was watching a Studio Ghibli film. The quality and style is super on point. Along your gameplay, you're guided by Grandpa Gustav, a friendly ghost with a big vision for the hotel. In the early game, you direct some of the quirky characters to help you clean up and collect some initial resources, and then you can get to building. Now, the building system is a standout feature of this game with its modular mechanics. So you're gonna have a lot of flexibility with how you construct your hotel. You can build out, you can stack rooms and build upwards, pick the exact size of room you'd like to create. It's completely up to you. You will need specific resources to complete builds, but you can stockpile them to stay prepared. Once you have your rooms, of course, you'll want to decorate them, which is where the furniture crafting system comes into play. As a little aside, I love that because this is a floating hotel, merchants and visitors will be arriving on your loading dock via airships. So once you get your crafting table from the quirky merchant, you can unpack it and place it wherever you'd like to start building furniture with your gathered resources. I absolutely love the flexible gridless furniture placement for ultimate customization. And yes, you can even place the furniture on angles, which is a huge win for me. That's something I always look for in games. With any emphasis on decorating, I want flexibility, and you definitely get it here. To get your hotel up and running, you will of course need to also provide your guests with food. So fixing up the kitchen and building a dining room will also be a must. And this is where we're introduced to the game's incredibly unique cooking mechanics, in which you actually get to create your very own recipes. So you do this by selecting the specific ingredients and steps you'd like to take to create the final dish. For example, you could direct the chef to simply chop and plate some lettuce for a basic salad, or you could have them chop, cook, and plate a variety of ingredients to make something more complex. Once you outline the steps, steps, you can save them and name the recipe to be added to the hotel's menu. And I personally just loved this unique take on a classic cooking system. From here, you can start welcoming cute, quirky guests to your hotel and direct and experience the evolution of it over time. Overall, my first impressions of this preview build were incredible. I was constantly surprised and delighted by the charm of the world. I felt super rewarded watching my vision come to life, and I was very appreciative of the great attention to detail, like the way the building shells are animated piece by piece in their assembly, as just one example. The team at Agent Forge has stated that Hotel Galactic aims to usher players into a new era of simulation games, and after going hands-on with the very early introduction to the game and its mechanics, I now see exactly what they mean, and so far it does feel very true. But I'm sure many of you are now wondering how and when can I actually play this title myself. So let's chat about that next. Hotel Galactic is actually running an exciting Kickstarter campaign from July 9th, where you can learn even more about the plans for the game's development. So definitely go check out their campaign page, which will be linked in the video description for your convenience. If you're new to Kickstarter projects, they offer players an opportunity to support the game early in exchange for exclusive rewards, like perhaps some of the most adorable plushies I have ever seen, and I'm not even exaggerating. You can also get even more involved with the game's development via playtests, early access, feedback, and more. With the launch of Hotel Galactic's Kickstarter campaign, we do also have a general timeline for the game's development, starting with alpha playtests later this year. This will be followed by beta testing in early 2025, alongside a public demo with Steam's Next Fest in February. So this will be a great opportunity for you all to try out the game for the first time if you don't participate in the playtesting. From here, the team is targeting an early access release in Q2 of 2025 and fully releasing the following year in 2026. The team further shared that they are quite confident in meeting these dates, but of course, game development is a fluid process, so as always, it is subject to change. I think this title will ultimately continue to be very high quality, so I'm personally happy to see a timeline that reflects this. Again, if you liked what you saw here today, be sure to check out the Kickstarter campaign page from July 9th to learn more and get involved if you're interested. So those are my thoughts on this upcoming cozy title, but what did you think? In a recent poll, I asked which aspect of Hotel Galactic you are most excited for, and a whole 60% of you are most looking forward to discovering the world and story. The universe of Hotel Galactic is very whimsical and charming, plus the Studio Ghibli inspiration is undeniably captivating, so I can understand the draw. Plus, a portion of the trailer hints at a potential villain in the story, or some sort of twist it seems, which I love to see in any game to add some dimension and intrigue. The second most popular choice was building and decorating, with 20% of the vote, which will be a fairly significant aspect of the game. So far, as I shared based on my early preview, the design tools are very flexible, smooth, and enjoyable to use to build the hotel of your dreams. I can't wait to see what variety of furniture we'll be able to unlock and the different types of rooms we'll be able to create as we progress further into the game. 11% of you were most looking forward to cooking delicious foods, but I'm actually really curious to know if perhaps some of you might be more excited for this specific category after watching today's video and learning more about how unique the cooking system will be, with the ability to create your own recipes freely. Finally, only 9% of you were most excited to meet the characters, which could be partly because many of you might have grouped this aspect of the game into discovering the world and voted for that option instead. I'm personally really excited to see what sort of quirky character designs and personalities show up to check in at the hotel, and I think it will be a fun experience to observe them all going about their daily routines to see what they might get up to. Well, there you have it, friends. I hope you enjoyed this overview and first impressions of my exclusive preview of Hotel Galactic. I'm incredibly excited for this upcoming title and to follow it over the course of development, especially as a huge fan of the Studio Ghibli franchise and Spirited Away specifically being one of my all-time favorite movies. This game is really a dream coming true for me right in front of my eyes. So again, thank you so much to the team at Ancient Forge for supporting my content and providing us with this amazing preview opportunity. It really means the world. As always, please share your thoughts with me on Hotel Galactic down in the comments. Anything and everything, you know I always love hearing from you. Please go ahead and shine the lovely like button if you enjoyed today's video. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, take care.